Today on the channel from Jack's Classic Superstars Series 28, we've got Roddy Piper, Bret Hitman Hart, and The Undertaker.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Jack's Classic Superstars unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we've got Roddy Piper, we've got Bret Hitman Hart, and we've got The Undertaker from Jack's Classic Superstars Series 28. But for all your modern day wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Make sure you're using discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal, and we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it with a twist, as usual, with some of these Jack's unboxings and reviews. Of course, this is Series 28, the final single card release. Going out with a little bit of a whimper in Series 28. Undertaker, Bret Hart, Roddy Piper, three guys that were in the line all over the place. 2-packs, 3-packs, exclusives, you name it, they were there. So a fairly easy one to do at the end of the line was guys they already had. Put them on some new bodies, get a lot of reuse. No accessories on any of these figures. Really going out with a whimper, where we were at the height of action figure wrestling toys during the heyday of Classic Superstars. It's just kind of sad to see how the last line just kind of fizzled out. But they did lose the license to Mattel. They weren't going to spend a lot of money. We put our business hat on. We take that step back. Knowing we're losing the license, we're just meeting our demands and meeting our contract, I guess. Going out with a whimper, calling it a day at the office is what they were doing here. So, kind of is what it is, but we'll take a look one final time at Series 28 here. And let's start it off with Bret Hitman Hart looking good in his finest jorts. Oh, not just for John Cena anymore, and this is John Cena mold, of course, as they used a lot of this with John Cena in the Ruthless Aggression lines. But we got it for Bret here, and guess what? To me, maybe they're a little long, but they do work, as Bret did love a good pair of jean shorts, jorts as they are known, of course. We've seen them many times. Black Hitman shirt works as well, so it's almost like promo gear, backstage Bret Hart. So I don't hate this figure, and it's an interesting one in the Bret Hart Jack's Classic Superstars figures. His only street gear figure as well. But it does look pretty good. Like I said, no accessories, nothing really going on in the package there. On the side, you get a little glamour shot. He's sad, the line is ending. Bret Hart on this side, and then, of course, the back of the package. Got the big cross-sell UPCs, got the warning, got the big tail of the tape, got the glamour shot. It's all there. Let's see what it says about our old friend Bret Hitman Hart. Weight 234 pounds, 6'1", finishing move, the Sharpshooter. Titles, WWE Champion, WCW Champion, Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion, World Tag Team Champion, WCW Tag Team Champion, Royal Rumble co-winner 94, King of the Ring winner 1991 and 93, and a WWE Hall of Famer. How about that? Bret Hart looking interesting. That's all I can say about this. Looking interesting. You know, put him off to the side because I do have a loose version of this, which I actually picked up at a local toy store 6 months, 8 months ago, something like that. It was fairly cheap, and I can't pass up a cheap Jack's Classic Superstar I don't have out of the package already, so I was picking this up right away. But Bret looking good, looking like Bret all day long. Sure, I would have loved some black sunglasses. Didn't necessarily need his gimmick sunglasses, but maybe black sunglasses would have looked good on this. But at the end of the day, it is Bret Hart. It does look very well here. Looks very good. Hitman on the shirt. I don't know if this is a shirt he ever did wear. You guys sound off in the comments there, but it's a plain Jane black shirt. Black shoes. I got the jean shorts going on like we talked about. And then he does have a Fist of Fury, so I'm happy to see that here. Of course, articulation-wise, arms go all the way around, bicep cut, single jointed elbow, back and forth at the hands, waist back and forth, head back and forth as well. Get the legs that go all the way up. Bend at the knee, very tight knee joints, ankles back and forth, side to side. These ankles were always a pain, just like in the Mattel. Anybody gets shoes, they always kind of fall over on you. They slowly fall over time. Gravity takes over, and that's what happens here. But an interesting Bret Hart, and possibly my favorite one of Series 28, honestly. I think it looks good like Bret, and it is like a street gear Bret Hart. So I have no issues with this figure. It is plain Jane, but that's kind of the way it goes at the end of the line, as we do see right here. Now we're going to turn our attention over to Roddy Piper, good friend of Bret Hart, as we do know. And once again, Roddy Piper had many figures in the Classic Superstars line, and this is a little bit of a plain Jane one for sure. Very interesting with the white shirt going on there. Of course, the Roddy Piper head sculpt, we know it, we love it, we've seen it before. No accessories included, no kilt, anything like that with him in the blue jeans. There he is, Piper on the side of the package. Looking really interesting here. One thing I have to call out, we'll get to it when we get them out of the package. Very interesting. Roddy Piper right there. On the back, we got the tail of the tape, we got the blurb, we got the glamour shot, we got all the fun stuff that we're used to. Let's see what it says about Roddy Piper here. Weight 235 pounds, 6'2", finishing move, the sleeper hold. Titles, Intercontinental Champion and World Tag Team Champion. Classic Superstar Series 28 is Bret Hart, Roddy Piper, LJN, Rey Mysterio, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker. Of course, from 2009, late 2009, as we do know. I'm going to stick this off to the side as well, as I do have this Roddy Piper out of the package already. It's an interesting Roddy Piper. Of course, you get the white hot rod shirt. Really would have liked to see the red collar and the red ringer on the sleeves to really bring it home as a Roddy Piper shirt. I'm sure he wore a shirt like this before, but I think it would have been a little bit better with that, but that would have been more decor, which equals more money. I don't think they were putting any more money into this set. We've seen this Piper head sculpt numerous times. Just like Bret Hart, he does come with a right hand. Nice jeans here, and jeans, I guess, get you away from having to put a kilt or a plastic kilt with the figure. And it almost reminds you of, what was that, Back Alley Brawl with Goldust? Wasn't he wearing jeans in that as well? But the one thing I always found interesting with this figure, and I forgot about it until I saw it in the package, was the shoes, or I should say boots on this one. He's got like cowboy boots on here, or like work boots, or almost like fancy work shoes, even if you're going to like a fancy job or something. So instead of traditional wrestling boots, that's what we get here with Roddy Piper. So an interesting difference of Piper throughout the years. It's always been wrestling boots, but now we get like cowboy boots here with a nice point on the end. Definitely an interesting version of Roddy Piper. Nowhere near the most iconic, but there is a special little charm to this one, at least for me, maybe for you as well, but there is a charm to this figure. But Roddy Piper, looking good. I don't mind either of these. Obviously, they could have done a little bit more with them, but it is what it is, and for what we got, I'm okay with it. But we turn our attention to the final one, and this one we got to pull out of the package, is we've got The Undertaker. Oh, yes, The Undertaker himself. In, of course, his biker gimmick, and it's really like the end of an era in some ways. Series 1 featured the classic Dead Man. The last series here, Series 28, features the Underbiker character. So really, bookends of The Undertaker's career and personalities, I guess, his most famous personalities. But looking good there. Very plain Jane, no accessories. A chain would have been nice. Maybe a chain or a pipe. A pipe? Do I hear a pipe? We got the Undertaker on the side. There you got a little glamour shot on that side, and the back of the package, of course. Big cross-sell, UPCs, warnings, tail of the tape, the blurb, and the glamour shot. Let's see what it says about our old friend, The Undertaker. Weight, 299 pounds, but if he hits up Old Country Buffet, he's tipping the scales at 300. Height, 6'10", finishing move, choke slam, tombstone, and last ride. What about Hell's Gate, huh? What about that one? Titles, WWE Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, World Tag Team Champion, WCW Tag Team Champion, Hardcore Champion, undefeated at WrestleMania, 17-0. That did fall by the wayside. What about the Heart Punch for the finishing move? The old Mean Mark Callis one. That was a great finisher. I loved that one. But once again, 2009, Series 28. For science, let's pull them out of the package. This is a hard one to find. Series 28 as a whole is a very hard one to find. Distribution was pretty lacking. You didn't see this. I remember my local Toys R Us got one set, never got them again. Fortunately for me, I was there for that day they got that set. So this series, not out there a whole lot. Pull them out of the package. See you later. Goodbye. And there's the old Taker. Looking like a beast. Looking like he's getting ready to hop on a Harley. Who knows? But there he is. Pull old Taker out. See you later. And now we got The Undertaker out of the package. And pretty plain Jane, no doubt about it. Just a black t-shirt, nice black headband bandana. That really steals the show, really, on this figure. They did give him his tattoos, which is nice. I'm glad they did do that. They gave him the old Ken Shamrock gloved hands, the UFC gloved hands. The bandana is the best part, though. It adds a little color, a little personality to this figure. He does got the Roddy Piper legs, and he's got those same cowboy boots. So we're getting a lot of reuse just in the same set here of 28. So very interesting. Got the silver in the belt buckle. Besides that, not a lot to this story here of this Undertaker. It's nowhere near the most iconic Undertaker. I don't even know if this would be the top 5 Undertakers in the Classic Superstars series. But it is interesting. I mean, I don't have problems with Biker Taker, and a lot of you guys, long-time viewers of the channel, know I actually prefer Biker Taker over Paranormal Undertaker, if you can believe that. So this isn't a bad one. It just feels like a couple of accessories, maybe a couple other things, maybe would have juiced this one up a little bit, maybe made this one a little bit better in the long run. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments down below. But there it is. Bret Hart, Roddy Piper, The Undertaker, 3 Hall of Famers, no doubt about it, right here in Classic Superstars Series 28. Let me know your thoughts on Series 28. Did you pick them up? Did you remember that series at the store back in the day? Let me know your thoughts, and let me know your thoughts on these 3 figures as well. Of course, you made it this far, you might as well like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. As you guys know, we got videos every single day, and then some, yes, and then some, and then early access to all the videos, bonus content, Q&As, you name it, over there on the old Patreon channel, your best place to support the channel. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Bret Hart, The Undertaker, and Roddy Piper, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.